Friends and enemies, welcome to the Sovereign Bitcoiner series, where I will share with you what I've learned on how to become a more sovereign Bitcoiner. And today will be a continuation from a previous video where we installed, compiled, and got running Bitcoin Core. So this video is going to be about installing Tor as a service, and it will allow you to remain anonymous while broadcasting your transactions. Now I just wanted to state apologies for the video quality. This is the best I could do because I am recording this from my old laptop that is hosting Bitcoin Core. So this is authentic. I'm just using my Node computer to record this video, and as a result, it being older, well, the clarity is not that fine. Anyways, these instructions, they are for Debian Linux, and I will include all the commands you need to enter this in the description below. So in the description of the video, you check it out and it will have all you need to enter to get this moving with. So first off, we're going to have to verify the CPU architectures. This only works for AMD 64, ARM 64, and i386 CPUs. So I'm going to copy this text into a terminal window, paste it, and note the output. I have an AMD 64. And for me, I'm lucky because that's one of the three listed. This repository doesn't work for other CPU architectures, so if you don't have one that's listed, you are SOL. So with that, we could then move on to install the package managers. So we copy this, go to my terminal, paste it. Don't forget, we have to sudo this. Press enter, wait it out, just a few seconds. Done. Very easy. Alright, so now we have to go create a specific file in a very specific directory. So this is the directory name, so I'm going to copy this. And the text that has to be added is right there. But first we're going to go into the folder which I'm going to have to create that specific file. So here we go. And then the file name is tor.list. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to sudo nano tor.list. This is going to create the file. And the text that has to be added on is right here. I'm just going to copy and paste it. And I paste it in there. And the OCD in me wants it to look all pretty and everything. So I'm going to line everything up to the left so there's no indentations or anything like that. Not really needed, but it satisfies my OCD. So Control X, Y, enter, and it's saved. So now we have to remove the text distribution with our operating system code name. So we open up the file again. Where is distribution? Well, you go to the end of the text in each of the two lines. We'll have it there. There it is. Distribution on the first line, distribution on the second line, back to the first line. So we have to replace that with our operating system code name. I'm going to run this specific command in a terminal. So get out of this, Control X, paste it, that command, and you see my code name is bookworm. So I copy and paste bookworm, go back to tor.list. So I'm going to edit it, go to the end of the line, remove the distribution text with the operating system code name. Do that for the first one. And now I do it for the second one. And to get out, Control X, Y, enter, and it saves it. There we go. And it talks about over here instructions for Debian, for Ubuntu, and if you want nightly builds, but we don't want that. Next, we have to add a dpkg key and copy this text. Now note that the text on this is not entirely accurate. I copy it, paste it. I have to sudo on two parts, one before the T and one before wget. And if you fail to do that, you'll probably get an error. And I press enter and away we go. Last thing is installing Tor and the Debian keyring. Two simple commands. Copy this one here, back to the terminal window, sudo And there we go. Wait it out. Just a little bit longer. And there we go. A second, we have to do the keyring. Copy paste this into the terminal window with the sudo. And that's pretty fast. We're done for the first part. So now if you, well, you should reboot your machine, start up Bitcoin Core, and then we could continue on. So now that we've rebooted, we have Core running again. We're going to be setting up Tor as a hidden service. So every time you open up Bitcoin Core, it's going to utilize Tor, and you are now anonymous. You have to first ensure that you have the proper version of Tor. The minimum version is 0.2.7.1. To determine if you have the minimum requirements, open up a terminal window, type tor -- version. There's your version number. If you follow the instructions at the beginning of the video, you should easily exceed the minimum requirement for version number. So with that, we can dive into method 1 of doing the Tor as a hidden service. Of note, when you do this, Bitcoin Core is going to generate something called an onion private key in a data directory. And where's the data directory? Well, if you go to your home directory and you type in cd.bitcoin, this is the data directory, and it's going to be generating that onion private key inside here. If you share that private key with anybody, you're giving up a lot of information. It's going to be that easy for anybody to locate what you're doing with your node. So don't share that information with anybody. Also, if you want to delete it, which is periodically, you want to do that so you could change your onion key, onion address, is you close Core, delete the onion private key. It's recommended here at each reboot or some frequent interval, then reopen Core. That will generate a new onion private key. And if you do this every so often, you will certainly remain anonymous. Make sure you don't share that information with anybody. So now we got to make some additions to the torrc file. So we're going to copy this text, and we're going to be going to the directory etc and the directory tor, and we're going to sudo nano that torc file. And I'm going to just blur out some information here because there's going to be some thing that I don't want to share with my onion address here. Obviously, it's my onion address. I'm just going to paste this to the bottom. Control X, Y, enter, and that is done. Next, we're going to have to figure out what user is assigned or running Bitcoin Core. So either the Bitcoin D or Bitcoin Qt, which I'm running right now. So you copy this into your terminal, and mine is going to be different than yours because the user running my Bitcoin Core is len1. So note whatever user is listed over there for yourself, because you're going to have to enter that user in just a second. And this is where we add the Bitcoin Core user to the Tor group. So we copy this. We have to sudo that, of course. It's the very beginning sudo. And it's changed the group. Tor doesn't exist on my computer. It's Debian-Tor. And the Bitcoin user, I'm changing that to len1. You have to change that to the one that was just listed above for you. Now we have to add some commands or some text to the bitcoin.com file. The easiest way to get to that file, you could go to the Bitcoin directory and do it from there, your data directory, or you could just open up Core and you could go settings, I believe options, and you could open up the configuration file, and from here just wait it out. You could then enter it at the bottom, the text we've copied from, or we're going to be copying from the website. There it is. There's the text I want to copy in there. And we go back to the Core and we paste it in. And there's one more command we want to add. This ensures that you're always running Bitcoin Core. Tor with Bitcoin Core. It's always there. This is not recommended, but I'm going to do it because I always want to be anonymous with my node. I'll paste it here. And then we could save this at the top. We'll save and get out of here. Close the Kate, and that's it. So now all I have to do is restart, and once I do that, it will have a onion address. It'll be running under Bitcoin. Bitcoin core will be running under Tor. So let's just restart this guy and come back and see what happens. So now that we've restarted, we could then just take a look to see if indeed everything is running properly. We could just reopen core, and we could go to settings, console, so Windows console, and from here we could type in get network, can't even type it properly, get network info. And there we go. So you could just scroll up, and there's a couple of important points you're going to want to note to ensure that you're running behind and only running behind Tor. So I'll scroll up in just a second. Things you want to see are, we're almost there, IPv4 limited true, reachable false, and onion limited false, reachable true. If you got those 4 readings, well, congratulations, you're now running behind Tor as a hidden service. And if you want to see the onion address where it is, or if you want to delete it, cd.bitcoin, and there you go, the onion v3 private key. You could just delete that anytime you want. And by doing that, you just, when you reopen up core, you're going to have a new onion address. So with that, we're done. And the next video I'm going to be doing is going to be about a VPN. It's going to be a really quick video. And between setting up core, compiling it, doing Tor, and running a VPN, you should be good to go. So with that, take care, and we will talk next time.